Hands up, hands up. Do you wanna jump? Do you wanna jump? Do you wanna wave? Do you wanna wave? Do you wanna wave? Do you wanna wave? Everybody jump up, carnival come in. The season is mine. Carnival come in. We call you rock them fly. Carnival come in. The season is mine. Carnival come in. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh my goodness, and just looking at that, it just made me miss those scenes so much. Thank you so much, COVID. Goodness gracious. But that's what we're going to be talking about right about now, the Trini Posse, and it's the biggest cricket fan base in the world. And to talk to us about Trini Posse this morning, Dr. Nigel Camacho, who is also the president of the Queen's Park Cricket Club and co-founder of Trini Posse. Welcome. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Morning, Moira. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
It's
a pleasure.
It's a pleasure this morning. And you know, that video, it just brought back so many things. Even Ria, my namesake inside it, you know, we don't go out that much, but just seeing that just made us miss it so much. Miss being in the Oval, miss all these sights, these smells, these sounds, and the cricket on the whole. Tell us about Trini Posse, though. Take us back to when Trini Posse started.
It's been an incredible journey. The Trini Posse has been an incredible journey for the last, next year, April will be our 30th anniversary.
Wow.
So it's hard to believe that 30 years have gone. It started very innocently, you know, a group of friends, 8 friends, basically love cricket to the bone like most West Indians. We decided we would go to Kensington Oval on an annual pilgrimage to watch the West Indies play off our beloved West Indies. A number of stars aligned that made it happen. And I'll give you the very start in terms of 1992. You know, after a couple of years of friends going, 92 we went as an organized group of famous boycotted test match against South Africa. South Africa had just come out of apartheid and they were playing their first ever test match after apartheid, and they were playing in Kensington Oval. So 38 of us went across to Kensington to watch the test match. And to our surprise and bewilderment, the test match was boycotted by the Bajan public. There were a couple issues that the Bajan public were not happy with, and as a result, they completely boycotted the test match. So when we got to the ground in the morning of, you know, April in 1992, we were the only people there. There were 38 of us and nobody else in the stand. And we had a ball. We had a terrific time. And ironically enough, you know, Lara was playing our test match as well. But ironically enough, the next morning we were driving to the ground and picked up a newspaper, and on the back of the paper had a headline, "Boycott a success, except for the Trini Posse." And we cut it out, and we thought amongst ourselves, well, we've been named, and that is the origin of the name. Wow. Trini Posse. It was given to us by the Bajan press during that famous test match that West Indies went on to win, by the way. Wow. And it has been a ride ever since. It's been an incredible journey for the Trini Posse for the last 30 years.
Who are some of the other names that you can call who started the Trini Posse?
So, it's easy. You know, we have I know a nice name is Colin sister, Colin Board, the manager of TKR. Nikki Board is the only lady founding member. You know, and then we have 2 members that unfortunately have passed away in the last 30 years. Namely Brian Sinat and Sean Grosvenor. Sean Grosvenor is the brother of the famous coach of St. Anthony's College, who also passed away, Nigel Grosvenor. Sean was also known as Gruff, was a very, very special person for Trini Posse. You know, and then we have Michael Moses and Sam Saloon, Glenn Thompson and Taryn Marquez. Those are the 8 founding members of the Trini Posse. But, you know, I want to say a special word about Sean. Sean Gruff Grosvenor was a very, very special human being. You know, he had an ability to capture the mood of the game in music. So what he did for us in Barbados is when we went across to Kensington, we would assume our position in Kensington. Every year we sat in front of the 3W stand in the old Kensington Oval, and Gruff would start up with the music. You know, we're Trinis, we love our soca, we love our music, and he would play the music according to the mood of the game, and he would build us throughout the sessions, from the morning session into the afternoon session, into a frenzy. And I think it was Gruff's ability to capture the game through music, and us Trinis who we love to watch things our way. You know, and it was the Trini Posse ability to have an impact on watching the game. It was a natural thing for for Trinidadians. I think West Indian theatre, cricket is indeed West Indian theatre. And if you read the history of West Indies cricket throughout the years, from great books of C.L.R. James and Michael Manley, you know, the actual theatre of West Indies cricket, it all lends itself. And then when Chicky Hi-Fi in Antigua did his thing with NARG, and I don't think it's any coincidence that Brian Lara broke 2 world records in the ARG. Brian Lara is a performer on a stage. We've been blessed to have had Brian Lara, you know, as a cricketer for the West Indies. And I think it was easy for Brian to perform on that stage in Antigua. And I think the Trini Posse is the same thing. We've been fortunate. We in our formative years from 1992 was actually mirrored the career of Brian Lara. And Brian Lara's ascendancy towards being the greatest, perhaps the greatest batsman of the modern era. So for us, you know, following West Indies cricket, our passion, our love, and actually, you know, having Brian Lara at the center of the stage, it was a natural thing. And doing it the Trini way, you know, I'm very proud to see, you know, that what has gone on in the CPL and consequently in the IPL, and to see some of the things started in Trini Posse actually being taken globally, the way of actually watching cricket, particularly white ball cricket, with a festive mood and atmosphere, with music, with fun, with dancing girls. And it emanated here in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're very proud to be a part and the genesis of that formation of the Trini Posse.
Now, COVID has, of course, taken a toll on everything. How has it affected the Trini Posse?
Tremendously. I mean, you know, COVID has been a very difficult period for everybody across the globe, not just in Trinidad, but across the globe. But it has affected us at Trini Posse. You know, we want to get, just like you, Ria, we want to get back in the Oval. We want to watch, you know, the TKR play at Queen's Park Oval, their home base. You know, we want to be able to celebrate and have the festivity. I think that there's nothing nicer, and the festivity surrounding watching a CPL game, you know, in Queen's Park Oval, in the Trini Posse stand, is one of the nicest experiences you could have. And, you know, and I think we missed that badly, and we can't wait. I mean, even this morning, COVID continues to impact us as the test match between England and India has been called off because of Indian players testing positive for COVID. So COVID has certainly impacted us tremendously. We can't wait to get back to normal.
Yeah. Have you thought, though, of, because of the games that are coming up as well, have you thought of maybe, I'm not sure if they're allowing people to go in, right? They are, right? You're going across to the games abroad, because it has been actually taken abroad. So what's in the future right now for Trini Posse? Well,
yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we'd love to be in St. Kitts with the TKR, and hopefully, you know that now that they have ascended to the top of the table in the CPL, where we think they belong, you know, it would have been nice for us to go across there and support them, hopefully all the way towards the title again. You know, and that's you know, we always think positively, but unfortunately, given all the restrictions and everybody's trepidations and everybody, you know, we're unable to do it this year. So it's another year. We're going to have to wait till next year.
To wait. But I'll tell you, can't wait. I can't wait to see the red in the stands again and just hear the sounds and everything for the Trini Posse. Thank you so much, Nigel Camacho. Trini Posse, biggest cricket fan base in the world, and Nigel Camacho, also the president of the Queen's Park Cricket Club and co-founder of Trini Posse.